Hello YouTubers, ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Blaikie, the liver flush man here. Today gonna talk about the liver flush, and as usual, it's always some liver cleansing related video. I try to stay on topic, but I'm actually gonna document this liver flush here as well as many others I've done on the YouTube, but this will be definitely over 130 liver flushes. They were all documented. That is being very safe with that. I've done more than 130. That is for sure 130, and I'm gonna stop counting. I lose track now at this point. I could keep track, but it doesn't really matter. I just go by the energy of it. It's not exactly important numbers, how many. It's important about how you feel, and how healthy you are, and how your liver is working, and gallbladder, and your intestines, and all your organs, and the overall health of your body. So it's not really about a numbers game, but it is nice to keep track at the same time, at least for a while, and then it loses its novelty to know how many. But anyways, I'm going to document this one here. I'm going to drink the oil and the lemon juice. While I'm drinking on that, I'm going to talk about the liver flush a bit here, and stuff like that. So in the oil here, these are the main, the oil is actually the main ingredient of the liver flush. The oil by itself will often produce stones. The coffee enema here, this is a coffee enema. I have produced stones probably about 3 to 5 times with just the coffee enema, but more than half of those times I did the master cleanse for 3 days or more, and we're doing coffee enemas near the end of it, and that's what allowed me to get the stones out even more so, because when you're fasting, that's why often I recommend to fast the day before the liver flush on the master cleanse and the liver electrolyte drink. But see, this oil here, this oil is exactly 10 ounces. The liver flush protocol recipe generally uses between 4 and 8 ounces, and same with the lemon juice, 4 to 8 ounces. Sometimes I do half the amount of lemon, say 4 ounces of lemon and 8 ounces of olive oil. I usually like to have a little bit more olive oil than lemon juice. I've also done it many times where I have the equal amounts, whether it's 4 ounce and 4 ounce, or 8 ounce and 8 ounce, or 6 ounce and 6 ounce. A little tip here is this is fresh ginger slices. So after you sip the the olive oil and then chase it with the lemon juice, then if you're feeling nausea, vomiting, or anything, or the taste of the olive oil, just suck the ginger there to help with that. So I'm just going to be sipping this, alternating back and forth. I'm going to take my first sip now, and this video can be up to 20 minutes here because that's how much time I have left on the SD card. So while I'm sipping these back and forth, I'm going to keep talking about the liver flush and stuff, and give you some valuable information and tips and techniques on having a more successful liver flush. Alright, so there you go. Okay, so as I look at there, that sip I took there, a mouthful, was exactly about 1 ounce. So this was 10 ounces, so that may take 10 large mouthfuls. And notice that I swished the oil in my mouth and was breathing. And swishing the oil in your mouth is called oil pulling, and that has been known to help also bring toxins out of the body and stuff. But More than that, what the swishing of the olive oil in your mouth does is it also brings a lot of saliva into the oil, which helps to digest the oil. Saliva has natural enzymes that help digest the oil. So it'll help with the oil digesting so that you don't vomit at night or in the morning as it's not digesting as good. Another tip with that is taking digestive enzymes with the oil, taking capsules and placing them in the mouth, or even putting them in a little bit of water, just a little bit of water, and taking that back. You know, that'll help digest the oil as well. So this time with the lemon juice, I did 8 ounces of lemon juice, 10 ounces of oil there. I wanted to also talk to you about something I have done personally myself. I did 4.5 years of 100% raw food diet. Then I went on to do 120 liver flushes in 2 years. Alright, so that, if you do the math, is roughly 2 a week, I believe. That's about 2 a week. Something like that. How many weeks are in a year? 54 or something. So 120. 1 a week would be 54. 2 a week would be 108. So yeah, over two a week for 2 years. But sometimes I did 2 days in a row. Sometimes I did 4 days in a row. One time I did 4 days in a row. I was living in the wilderness, out in nature on Galliano Island up here in Vancouver Island, BC in Canada on the west coast, and I was actually living off of a whole bottle of olive oil per day for 4 days. I had nothing else, no water, no food. I basically drank 26, I think the bottles are 26 or 28 ounces of olive oil each day, and I took my time sipping it back. And I released hundreds and hundreds of stones every day, all day long, releasing stones. So that was quite amazing, and I call that olive oil fasting. I don't recommend it for beginners at all because, you know, it's basically, you got to build up to it. Your body's got to build up to it and be able to do that. So it was amazing. I really benefited a lot from it. Take another sip here. There we go. Another ounce. Alright, we're now at 8 ounces of olive oil, so exactly 1 ounce per mouthful. And another thing I want to say about the olive oil is that basically your stomach can only release, I believe it's a teaspoon every 10 minutes, something like that, but it's not exactly a lot. So it is nice to take your time with the oil, you know, take your time over a while. I've done it many times where I guzzled it down really fast because it was so hard. I just wanted to get it over with. That works, but at the same time you could potentially vomit it out because it's not giving enough time to process it and let your liver get rid of some. It's basically just clogging it up so much that you could potentially vomit. But it's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do. I recommend whatever way you can get it down. But there are better ways than others. Sipping it slowly over a period of time. As I said, this video is 20 minutes, so that's about right. That's still pushing it. Maybe an hour is about realistic to do 6 or 8 ounces. So I just wanted to get this one filmed so you can watch it go down and see it. It'll help give you some strength to do it yourself. You know, watch somebody else do it. And I'm going to check the time on the camera there, see how much time we got here. We have 11 minutes, so we're almost halfway here. I got a lot more oil to drink here before, so at this rate I'll have only done 4 ounces. so I might have to speed it up to get this on film here. One other thing, I've also experimented with mixing the olive oil and lemon juice together in a blender or shaking up in a bottle, and that has worked. It has gotten stones out too, and that is easier for people to get down, but that is not the recommended way to do it. It works much better when you sip them back and forth over an hour or so, but it still can produce stones by mixing them together, and it is easier to get down. So it depends if you have to do that because you're always vomiting and you can't get the oil, or it's just too hard to drink the oil. That is one way to help you. Another way I've heard people do, I haven't used it myself, is they find sipping from a straw the olive oil somehow makes it easier for them. So that's some tips on that here. I'll take another ounce here. And a nice good sip of lemon. We'll take a little suck on the ginger this time. A very nice little tip there. So yes, now we are at almost 6 ounces. That was almost a 2-ounce one there. So we're moving along. What I did before today for preparation is I drank fruit smoothies. I had 5 fruit smoothies, and that's all I ate today. Oh wait, and I also had fermented green cabbage. I made the Rejuvelac drink. The Rejuvelac drink is a longevity drink, much like the kombucha mushroom tea, if you've heard of that. It's another probiotic, one of the world's best probiotic drinks. And I'm going to be doing some enemas with that as well, to basically go into that. If you're doing the coffee enemas, because you know, coffee enemas, I've done 2 coffee enemas today. Alright, I did one about 5 hours ago, another one about 2 hours ago. I also took 100 milligrams of niacin about 2 hours ago. The niacin is part of the liver flush recipe protocol because it dilates the bile ducts so the stones can pass through easier through the bile ducts. The Epsom salts I also drank an hour ago or 2 hours ago, and I took niacin again about 30 minutes ago. That's one reason why my face is probably still pretty red and stuff. The niacin gets the circulation going in the body, which can cause red and itchy skin, so that's totally normal. If you've never taken niacin before, just take a small amount. This one comes in 500 milligram tablet. They also come in 100 and 250 milligram. If you have never tried niacin, take about 50 milligrams to 100 milligrams and just see how you react to it. Some people do react to it. It's normal to get red and itchy. It increases a bit of the heart rate and the circulation in the body. And one thing I did learn about this is that people with Gilbert syndrome is not supposed to take a lot of niacin B3. So if you have Gilbert syndrome, the alternative would be Epsom salts. But you have to do your own research to see if it's going to react with medications or whatever. All these protocols on all my recipes on YouTube, the liver flush, coffee enemas, master cleanse, liver cleansing diet, all this stuff is basically for research purposes. If you choose to do the liver flush or you choose to do the coffee enemas, anything you choose to do basically is you're doing at your own risk. There always is potentially dangers. There's dangers in everything in life. People drive cars, vehicles every day. They could get in an accident. It doesn't stop them from driving. So you gotta get in an airplane, well, you could crash, you know. So same with this. One of mainly the only dangers in this is getting a stone stuck in the bile ducts, in the bile ducts, which would be a bit painful. It happened to me once about maybe 6 or 7 liver flushes ago, and I got a video on what to do if a stone gets stuck in the bile ducts, and that video here I will post on the top right of the screen here. That would be what to do if a liver stone or gallstone gets stuck in the bile ducts. Basically, brief it out is you take more niacin, more Epsom salts in a small glass of water. That dilates the bile ducts. You do another couple coffee enemas. Keep doing coffee enemas. That's going to help the liver to squeeze a bit and push out. Because like I said, I got stones out with the coffee enema. So you can really feel it. It's a liver detox. It dumps the liver, the toxins in the. And then also I would take more olive oil and lemon juice to cause the liver to squeeze and push the stone out the bile ducts. Also jumping up and down helps, and stuff like that, and moving, massaging your stomach. I'm going to check the time here. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here, so I'm going to get some more olive oil going here, folks. 10 ounces is a lot, so even if I do 8, well, right now we're at 4. We'll start at 10, and now there's 6, so yeah, we've done 4 ounces. Get it down a little faster. Didn't swish it that time. Now we're at 5 ounces, so start at 10, we've done 5 ounces. And you know, like, you know, if I feel the need, I'll add more niacin after taking the olive oil and lemon juice too, to keep the bile ducts open. Also, the Epsom salts with a bit of water will be good too, to keep the bile ducts open. And like I said, I've done 2 coffee enemas today already in the last few hours, and I'm going to do 1 more now, and then probably 1 more before I go to bed, to keep all that flushing through, and to also keep the energy going down, you know, so that the oil doesn't come out. I think the coffee enema helps assist in keeping the bowels moving out as well. So does the Epsom salts. This is a natural laxative. So, you know, if you take the niacin, I mean the Epsom salts with water, chances are you'll be peeing poo, if that makes sense. You'll be pooing out like liquid. It'll be the Epsom salts going through your system. So that as well keeps the energy going down towards the ground, and that way, you know, potentially that helps with the oil from going up and vomiting out. If you do vomit, that's okay. That's your body saying it had enough oil, and that's fine. But do your best to try to keep it in, and get the Epsom salts, and do as many coffee enemas as you feel comfortable doing, and that'll help keep the energy going down. And also hold the enemas for as long as you can. The coffee enemas for, well, 5 to 10 minutes is about perfect. And here, let's take some more oil. We only got probably 3 minutes left here. We're at about 4 ounces now, so we've done almost 6 ounces here, between 5 and 6. Alright, we take a big dent in that. check the time here. 50 seconds left. Alright, we're gonna cut it off here, folks. 20 minutes is not, it's really not enough time to get the oil down properly. Even that was going a little bit fast. The body can't release it that fast. But I'll go have a coffee enema now, relax a bit, come back and drink some more oil, take some more niacin, Epsom salts, do another coffee enema. That's it for this video, folks. Thanks for watching. I am Jordan Blaikie, the Liver Flush Man. We'll see you next time. Bye.